Hey everyone, it's Stranger Grayson here. Welcome back to another horror movie review. Today we will be continuing the Saw franchise. And this is on a film that is considered one of the better entries in the Saw franchise, and definitely an interesting one to talk about. That movie is going to be Saw 4. Now, this came in a 10-movie pack with all the Saw films. Here's the back side. This will be the one we are taking a look at today. It also includes the two newest ones that I have never seen in my life. Hopefully they're good. Definitely enjoy this cover art. So, yeah, Saw 4. What is it about? So, Saw 4 takes place right after, or it's kind of hard to tell with these movies because you'll get flashbacks and you'll get twists and stuff like that. So I'm just going to go on a limb here and say that this takes place in between 2 and 3. To be honest with you, I don't really know, but it's a Saw movie. I couldn't even tell you when this takes place. The chronological order gets kind of confusing for me. But anyway, our main character here is Daniel Rigg, who was in Saw 2 and 3. He's a SWAT team officer. He's like the main guy. He goes to save a FBI detective. Sorry guys, I ain't got much sleep recently. He goes to save Detective Carrie, I believe that's her name. And when he gets there, he realizes that he's too late. Carrie's been killed by Amanda in an inescapable trap. We get introduced to Detective Hoffman along with Agent Strom and Agent Perez. They're going to be characters, I believe, in 5 and 6. I'm not really sure. It's been a while since I've seen these, but from what I understand, Strom and Perez play a more important role in 5 and 6. But Rigg is really upset that they have not been able to find Eric Matthews, and they weren't able to save Carrie because he rushed in there, and Hoffman was getting all pissed at him that he ran in there without giving the all clear, making sure everything was covered. And he goes home. We see him and his wife. They're arguing. His wife decides to go visit someone. He doesn't want to go with her because he wants to figure out this case, try to find Eric Matthews and everyone. But she clearly, straight up tells him before she leaves, you can't save everyone. And that really gets to him. She leaves. He gets knocked out in his apartment shortly after she leaves. He gets knocked out by someone in a pig mask. And he wakes up in his bathtub. And this is where the game begins. Saw 3 was definitely an interesting movie. Or not Saw 3. Saw 4. My bad, guys. Saw 4, definitely an interesting film. Daniel Rigg, I get why he's a main character. I kind of enjoy him over Jeff. I'm going to get that straight. I enjoy him over friggin' Jeff from last movie. But I still think Eric Matthews and Adam and Dr. Gordon are better main characters than Rigg. We get introduced to some douchebags, sort of like Art Blank and a school teacher who are all like in these traps and everything. We actually open up with a trap with Art Blank. A guy with his eyes sewn shut. I believe his name's Trevor, and then the other guy's Art Blank. His mouth is sewn shut. And it's like a pulley system, and it starts slowly constricting them. It's basically a mind game. You're trying to cooperate, but your mouth and eyes are sewn shut, so you can't really cooperate. I thought that trap was pretty cool. Daniel Rigg, though, as a main character, I like how they play with his character, how you can't save everyone, got to give people a chance to save themselves. I like that. And you wonder how John Kramer is doing all this even though he's dead. Well, they figure out that there's actually another accomplice besides Amanda, because Amanda couldn't lift Carrie up like that and set up the trap. She would need help due to like weight and everything. So they think Jigsaw has another accomplice, or John Kramer has another accomplice, but they can't figure it out. You'll find out at the end of the movie, but no spoilers. We also see that while Rigg is going through all this, his whole test is to save Eric Matthews, who is still alive. He was being kept alive by John Kramer. Him, Hoffman, and Art Blank are all in a trap together. And there's a whole twist behind what Rigg has to do and everything, but I don't want to get into it. It's hard not to spoil these movies because the way they do the twists and everything, you guys are just going to have to find out for yourself. I'm really sorry. I just don't want to spoil anything here in case you guys want to watch the movie for yourselves. I thought the side characters were pretty all right. You know, I enjoyed Strom. I enjoyed Agent Perez. Hoffman was a nice side character as well, especially him being in the trap. I believe Strom plays a more prominent role in the next film, Saw 5, but I'm sure we'll get into that later. I did enjoy their kind of aspect, though, even though it was kind of a side plot and didn't really go anywhere. Although Strom does get somewhere towards the end of the film, which you'll understand what I mean by this film is very weird chronologically, and I never could really get behind that or understand it. The kills in this film, they really ranked up the gore from 3. If I got to be honest, the gore just keeps getting better and better. So if you're in these movies for traps and gore, definitely be on the lookout for that, because this film really racks that up. I'm assuming 5 is probably going to do it better. And I just realized that these movies all came out within the span of a year. So each year they were releasing a Saw movie. These actually came out around the time I was born, 2005, 2006. So I did, that is kind of nostalgic to me. The ending to this film has got to be one of the best twists that I've seen in a Saw movie, along with one. This is probably my second favorite twist ending in a Saw film. And the way they show off who the big villain is at the end of the story, who John Kramer's accomplice is, since he's dead, you know, the way they show off his accomplice, I thought that was really cool. I'm not going to spoil who it is. If you guys have seen the movies already, I'm sure you have. You know who the accomplice is, but I just don't want to spoil it in case anybody hasn't seen it yet. And yeah, that ending was done very well, so I applaud the movie for that. And if we're getting into negatives, I never really could understand the chronological order from this film, to be honest with you. And some of these characters really made stupid decisions. Mainly a person that Rigg saves along the way, trying to get Eric Matthews and Hoffman. There's a girl in like a hair trap. It like starts ripping her scalp off and everything. And then she goes to try, and Rigg saves her, but then she tries to kill him. You know, you get why when you hear the tape from her, but you know, just a couple of stupid decisions made here and there that really bugged me, especially towards the ending with Rigg. Oh my God, was I highly pissed with him. And while the twist was great, I still was pissed at Daniel Rigg, and he is probably better than Jeff, but he's not as great as 2 and 1 for main protagonists, so didn't really enjoy him in that aspect. However, overall, I think this was a massive step up from 3. Highly recommend it. And overall, it was just a pretty solid film. So, that has been my review on Saw 4 from 2007. Very great film. Probably not as good as 2 and 1, but definitely step up from 3 in my opinion. Great film to watch. If I had to rate it on a scale of 1 to 10, I'd probably give it about an 8. Probably give it about an 8, somewhere in there. So, yeah. Saw 4, that has been my review. What is everyone's thoughts on Saw 4? Let me know down in the comment section down below. Really love to hear your thoughts on it. Thank you all for watching. I appreciate the continued support on this channel. Let me know if you are enjoying the Saw franchise, and if there's any other franchises you'd like me to cover. Let me know down in the comment section down below after this. Really love to hear your thoughts. Can't wait for 5, because I really did enjoy this film. I'm sure 5 is going to be maybe better, maybe worse, who knows. Anyways, God bless and have a great night. Bye, everyone.